Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you haven't liked and subscribed to us yet, please do so by clicking the subscribe button below. Right? Can you say hello?
Hello.
So today I wanted to talk to you guys about being an entrepreneur. So a lot of you guys had questions about what exactly we do for work. Since I'm always with the boys, and a lot of you guys just had some questions. As most of you know from following me on Facebook and Instagram, you know that I've only been a full-time entrepreneur for about 6 months now. Prior to those 6 months, I was working a full-time job. At some stages of my life, I was actually working 2 jobs, saving money, figuring out what I wanted to do. So obviously my ultimate goal was to be able to stay home with my kids and make sure that they get the best. I eventually went to homeschool, so I started thinking about this, and all this was really important to me. So the first step, I would say, to becoming an entrepreneur is figuring out what you want to do, what you like doing, what you enjoy doing, because you don't want to get into something that you don't enjoy. So obviously it's taken me a few businesses to go through before I really realized, okay, this is what I want to do, this is what I want to put all my effort into, before I became an entrepreneur. So my first real investment was property. I started with one, and it seems like every time I purchase a property, it needs work, or there's just something. There's always something. So with this particular property, I did need to do some things to it, but it didn't matter because this is what I wanted to do. So we started with one property, and then from there, we began doing our other business. Not really sure if I'm allowed to talk about it on our YouTube page just because of their policies and everything. It's nothing bad, but I just, if you do follow me, you know what I'm talking about. So after we got our first property, we were still working full time. We started up this other business, and it wasn't huge. It was just kind of it was on the side, it was like a part-time, it was kind of like a hobby, but it was fun, and we could make a little bit of money. So another thing to look at also is your finances. So when we first became entrepreneurs, our finances were really good. We had quite a bit of a cushion saved up. We knew, we had everything lined up. We were sticking to a budget each month. We didn't just go out and spend money on, unnecessary things. We continued to stay on a budget and spend our money wisely until we figured out what we wanted to do. So last year, my husband quit his full-time job, and he became, a full-time entrepreneur. He now runs his shop and his yard care business. He's hoping to get out of the yard care business though, because it takes up way too much time. It is profitable, but it does take up a lot of time, and at this point in our lives, we have so many other things that we need to put that time into. So he is hoping to get out of that. Hi! So going forward, we're going to be focusing all of our time on the arcade and restaurant, and then our shop. We do have a couple other things that we want to work on next year. You showing everybody your toy? Yeah. We do have a couple other things we want to work on in 2020, but we haven't announced it yet, so stay tuned for that. The other part of being an entrepreneur, I would say, that is hard too, is income. So when I first quit my job 6 months ago, we weren't getting any of that income from my, I was working full time, so I was bringing home a full-time paycheck. And then obviously my husband was doing his stuff, but losing that full-time income, we really didn't think would impact us the way that it did. It was just, excuse me, it was just super weird. The timing was really weird. I got done, and then just like it seemed like everything was falling apart. My husband wasn't getting as many jobs. Our shop had slowed down a lot. So what I'm saying to you right now isn't intended to deter any of you from becoming an entrepreneur. If you know that that's what you want to do, then definitely pursue it. My kid almost just hit me with a toy. But just know that there are sacrifices. Expenses are probably the biggest struggle you can have at first when you're becoming a full-time entrepreneur. You just really want to make sure that you prepare for that. Excuse you. But even I thought I was prepared when I quit my job, and I wasn't. So you just really want to make sure that you do plan when you quit your job, or if you go down to part-time or whatever you do. You just really want to make sure that you prepare. So obviously everything's all better now. We bought another investment property. We're working on that. Everything's going great. I obviously can't speak for 6 months from now, but as of right now, everything is going fantastic. But I just really wanted to come on here and let you guys know that not everything is sunshine and rainbows, that there are struggles, that there are ups and downs when it comes to running your own business and being your own boss. Some days when I get up, I don't really want to be my own boss. I think to myself, oh my gosh, this would be so much easier if I worked a 9 to 5. I could, wake up in the morning, go to work, come home at 5 and be done. Some nights I don't go to bed until 11:30, 12 o'clock. My husband likes to tease me and think, about me like going to bed early and sleeping in and stuff like that. But in reality, most days it's not the case. We get up really early every morning, and we stay up late almost every single day. So there are times, like when we get moody with each other, but we always talk it out, we figure it out, we make a plan. So basically the whole purpose of this video is to not discourage you guys if you're wanting to become an entrepreneur, but to just show you that there is struggle, that not everything goes perfectly. Most of the time you can have a plan and it's not followed at all. But just don't give up. If you're passionate about something, keep working at it. So if you guys do have any more questions, feel free to comment on our Facebook page. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.